or this afternoon, I should say. Welcome in. How's my beautiful people doing this afternoon? You know, I thought I'd come on here, as I said, if I felt like getting online and streaming, I would. So, and I gotta tell y'all, yesterday I thought it was Tuesday, so having that extra day, taking Sunday off, just messed up my whole schedule. So I was missing y'all, so I decided I'd come online tonight and spend some time with y'all and do some readings. I actually got something new to use, so I'm hoping y'all will like it. Hi, beautiful Sage. How you doing, girlfriend? How's life treating you, sweetheart? Hi, Buttercup Dreams. How you doing, beautiful? Oh, I missed you too. I missed all y'all. I don't think I would have been able to spend, I don't know how I'd be able to do a week, vacation. I mean, I know if I was sick, then yeah, but I think I would miss y'all too much. So even on my vacation, I could see me coming on here and streaming. As if I ever get a chance to take a vacation. But yeah, I missed y'all. And I got something new to use that I'm hoping y'all will like. I'm hoping y'all will be excited about something different. Hi, Karen. How you doing, beautiful? I'm Gravy. Thank you for asking. How you doing, sweetheart? How you feeling? By the way, Karen, I did get the gift in the mail yesterday, and I'm sorry, I meant to email you, honey. Thank you so, so, so very much. That was so sweet of you, honey. They're beautiful. Oh, Sage, I hope I do too, honey. Trust me. Y'all want to see real quickly what I got that I was going to use tonight to do readings with? Okay. Or should I make y'all wait in suspense? I hope I do too, honey. I need one bad. This mermaid hasn't had a vacation in a decade. That's crazy to say. So, I only show this to one person, so look what I got. Tarot dice. So, I got 3 dices. Actually, there's 4 because there's one that's numbers. And it has all the emblems for like the major arcana and the minors with the elements. And then the numbers. I just got this in the other day. So I thought I'd try this out, be something different. I need to play with my dice and hopefully do some mini paid readings for y'all using them. See how y'all like them. Something different. So when I saw them, I'm like, oh yeah, I have to have these. You're laying down? Okay, honey. Well, make sure you get your rest, honey. I don't want you hurting yourself. Making things worse. So thank you so much for the gift. I loved it. They are beautiful. Hi, Eternal. How you doing, baby? So yeah, so I got these. I also have, well, here. I'll keep y'all in suspense a little bit. That's half of it. Y'all gotta wait for the other half. All right. So I'm gonna start with what's the vibe. See how y'all feeling today. I don't know how long I'm gonna be on with y'all. I mean, the latest I'll probably go is midnight, and I say that because I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow. So, and it's an 1.5-hour drive to get there one way. And with traffic, it could be a little bit longer. Thank you for keeping y'all in suspense. You're welcome. I'll keep y'all in some suspense. The other part of it. So I told y'all half of it. All right, beautiful people. What's the vibe? What's going on with y'all? All right, Spirit. Show me what's the vibe. What's going on with my beautiful subscribers and viewers? Show me what I need to know. Spirit wants you to slow down and smell the roses. Y'all need to take it easier on yourselves. Especially if y'all are going through, you know, some struggles. Because I get emotions. I get waves at the bottom. Like I feel like y'all are worrying too much about something. Overthinking things. And I feel like Spirit's saying to y'all, it's time to slow it down a little bit. Take a deep breath. You know, even take a walk out in nature to kind of gain that clarity, to clear your head. So you're not constantly rushing or overthinking things, but allowing yourself to give yourself that deep time, that deep quality time with yourself to think whatever it is you got to think through. So take it easy, y'all. Don't rush things. What else, Spirit? Y'all having some fun out there at night? Nightlife, strip tease, gamble, Vegas. Are y'all taking a gamble on something? I feel like this is y'all having some fun out there at night, which I ain't mad at nobody who has a life, especially at night, enjoying the nightlife. That's nice to do from time to time. I'm not into clubs myself, but I know some people are. I feel like though Spirit wants to warn you that this can cause some problems because I feel like you can be bringing in unnecessary toxic energy into your life. I feel like there could be some type of entanglement with someone who could be very toxic. For whatever reason, Spirit's even telling me someone who has an addiction problem. So be careful, beautiful people. If y'all are going out having fun at night, whether that's, you know, at dance clubs, if y'all want to go to a strip club, gamble even. I know some states allow gambling. Just be careful. Hi, Matthew. Hi, Bob. You confused? Oh, I am too, baby. I confused myself. It's a pop-up, baby. Yesterday I thought it was Tuesday. So, I confused myself yesterday. You have an addiction, but it's not to substances. Well, I don't know what that is, baby. Hi, Bonnie. How you doing, beautiful? All right, Spirit, what else? Show me. What do I need to know? Oh, are you hiding behind something? You being deceiving to someone? I get masked. And I don't feel like this is someone else. I mean, for some of y'all could be. But for some of y'all, this is yourselves. Like, Spirit's like calling you out, okay? I'm not calling you out, so don't shoot the messenger here. This is Spirit. Y'all masking something. Not, you know, revealing something that maybe needs to be revealed to someone close to you. Or maybe you are in denial of something to yourself. But you're holding back and keeping something to yourself. Fried chicken at 110 degrees. Oh, I tell you, today, it's scorching hot out there. I mean, when I say it's hot, it's hot. That's probably the hottest I felt it this year yet. So I was out there sweating. At least it didn't rain today, which is nice because it does nothing but rain, it seems like, every day, especially in the springtime. What else, Spirit? This is mask board. Oh. Who y'all envious of? Why are y'all not content and happy with y'all's lives and with yourself? Why are you being resentful, competitive? Who you envious of? My beautiful people, you know, I always tell y'all, you know, stop worrying about what other people do. Stop comparing yourself to other people. Don't worry about what other people are doing, what they're saying, what they got. Don't, you know, compare yourself to them like, you know, oh, they got more than me or they're more successful than I am. All that nonsense. Focus on yourself. It shouldn't matter what other people have. Are you happy with your life? That's all that should matter. And you know what? And if you're not happy with something, well, guess who's in control of that to change that? You. So don't be envious of people. That only brings in more unnecessary toxic energy you don't want. And that just attracts more toxic energy. No, no, Eternal. Well, I hope that y'all don't get no tornadoes, baby. What else, Spirit? Let's see. Y'all longing for connection? I got longing. Y'all missing someone? This could be friends, family. This could be a significant other. Maybe you're in separation from your significant other. But still y'all longing for them, missing their, you know, I just heard missing their touch. So I feel that's more romantic in that sense, but it doesn't have to be. I'm picking up on someone that's missing a close friend. Like I feel like you haven't been in contact with them in some time. And maybe it's just not because anything bad happened, like y'all had an argument or falling out. I feel like it's just y'all been too busy in y'all's lives and you're missing, you know, connecting with them. And I feel like Spirit wants you to reach out to them, you know, instead of waiting for them to reach out to you, reach out to them. Let them know you're missing them. Try and get together with them. You never know. And that could lead to many more beautiful things that you never would have thought could happen. So like I tell y'all, get out, live life a little more. Yeah, because y'all are missing intimacy, which is the next one. Mutual respect, unity, closeness. Y'all are longing for that intimacy with someone, missing that closeness, that connection. You know, and that intimacy doesn't have to be sexual, beautiful people. It doesn't even have to necessarily be physical. It could just be that emotional and mental connection that you're missing with someone. Especially someone that you're close with, that, you know, you would really open up to and share your deepest, darkest secrets with. You're missing that one-on-one time with them, I feel. So it's time to make a date with whoever that is. Friends, family, significant other, maybe all the above. No Spirit. What are y'all getting paranoid about? I got paranoid, cautious, insecure, guarded. What are y'all guarded from? I don't feel like so much you're paranoid. I just feel like you're guarded. You're very cautious. For some of y'all, it's hard for someone to get close to you, break through that wall you have up, which I feel like that's just from past, you know, experiences with people who have broken your heart, let you down, you know, disappointed you. And it's caused you to have a wave of different emotions, both, you know, happiness, sadness, but also fear and worry. And I feel like, you know, even though as much as y'all are longing for this, you're still afraid of it at the same time. You're very guarded. So again, I feel like y'all need to take a chance on yourself, but also take a chance on the people you love and care about. You know, don't just assume that they're going to be the ones that are going to hurt you too. You know, how are you supposed to know if you just keep yourself isolated and guarded and don't give that person a chance, an opportunity to get close to you because you're afraid they're going to treat you the same way everybody else in your past did. That's not right. That's not fair. It's not fair to bring that poison into a new connection, into a new relationship, no matter whether that's friendship, um, romantic, even in a professional world. Leave the toxicity in the past. You know, start over again. Wipe the slate clean. Widow Spirit. You understand that card pretty good? Okay, Spirit, what else? Give me one more. And then I'm going to get into the spiritual symbols. And then I'll go over the tarot spread. Yep, here you are. Running away. Got you running. Scared. Worry. Fear. Fearful. I even get regret. What are you regretful of? You regret, you know, running away from someone or from a connection? Are you, you know, regretting not giving a ex-lover a chance, or even a friendship, or even a potential opportunity in your professional life? You know, maybe, you know, a company approached you wanting you to come and work for them and you turn them down. What are you running from? But for some of y'all, I feel like y'all are running away from yourselves. Like y'all are afraid to face y'all's shadow. And that too can be haunting, because that brings in another type of poison that can poison your present and your future. Whether you realize it consciously or not, your subconscious remembers. Stop running away. It's time to face it, beautiful people. Otherwise, you won't ever get, you know, those opportunities or those strong connections you want with people. Especially if you're longing. Longing for that connection. Longing for intimacy with someone. Or maybe a group of people. I don't know, place of where it fits, beautiful people. Whoa. I think I almost fell down. Okay. Spiritual symbols. Spirits. Let's see. Spiritual symbols. What we got? That's all the lurkers and trolls regretting, trying to be the fool and finding out. I'm sure that's probably part of it, baby. The ones that think they can come here and act a fool with me. Which reminds me, I always forget about this now. Let me do this before I continue. Okay. There. Alright. Spiritual symbols. Spirit. What we got? I'm chasing them all off, eternal. Chasing all the fools off for me. Alright, Spirit. Well, messages, please. And thank you. Stay awake. Amidst confusion and intense crisis, seek the light of understanding and resolve. I feel like this has to do with Spirit trying to tell y'all, stop running. You know, stop running away, whether that's from yourself or that's from someone else. Come to the table to gain that clarity. So you'll have that understanding, which in that understanding and gaining that clarity, that builds a sense of trust, where you can establish that history for that person to be able to show and prove to you that they're worthy of your trust and your heart, your feelings, your time. So don't be afraid of this, Spirit, beautiful people. Yep, Eternal knows I need my car fixed. And a couple bills paid. He's right. What else, Spirit? bicycle, progress, cycle of life, renewal, freedom, liberty, safety, focus, progression, and independence. Spirit wants you to gain your independence. Feel free. You know, I feel like so many of y'all are still hiding in y'all shell. Like I pick up some of y'all in hermit mode, isolating yourself from the world for many different reasons. And y'all, I ain't judging y'all. I'm just telling y'all what Spirit's saying. Spirit's saying it's time to come out of that shell and let the world see you. Let them get to know you. Because there's still a portion of you that this world needs. You have a magic that nobody else has, that this world needs. And Spirit's asking you to be brave and step forward. That's forward movement. And I feel like once you do step out of your shell, you'll feel completely free. You'll feel liberated, is what I pick up. So don't be afraid to take a chance. Take a chance on yourself, take a chance on others. Do both. And let the rest of it go. Next one is let it be. Embrace the journey with openness, trusting in the universe to lead you towards your greatest fulfillment. Spirit saying, let it be. Trust them, that they're leading you where you're meant to be and where you're meant to go and where you're currently at. I feel like things will get better too. Things will gradually improve. Just give it time. But I feel like Spirit wants y'all to live more in the moment than still living in the past. And they want you to go forward. And that's a lot of the same messages I'm coming out with now. Going forward. Don't dwell in the past, but focus on creating a brighter future. I can't make this up. I just said this. Spirit saying going forward. Leave the past in the past. Focus on the present and your future. Creating a brighter future. A brighter day. Like tomorrow. You know, not yesterday. Let's focus on today and also tomorrow. And don't be afraid to go through and look at your long-term goals and desires and dreams. You are the inventor of your life. And Spirit wants to remind you of that. You're the author, you're the creator, you're the inventor. And I even have inventor on the bottom of my deck. So don't be afraid. Step out in the sunlight. Allow your light to shine again instead of keeping it hidden away in the dark. One more, Spirit. Spirit wants you to know you're protected in case you're afraid. Because I have arrow. And it says mortality, protection, focus, peace, ideas, alliances, speed, determination, growth, mindset. And this is all about you being protected and having that mindset of growth and evolving. Again, living in the here and now. Knowing that whatever comes towards you is you're meant to experience, and whatever you're not meant to experience, the universe and the divine has your back. They're watching over and protecting you. So don't be afraid. Even if you feel like there's darkness lurking around, it can't get you. Alright, beautiful people. I'm going to put this up now, because most of those messages are coming out being the same. Alright. Okay. Hi, Sergeant Curtis. How you doing, baby? Good to see you, honey. So anyone who's new to my channel, welcome, beautiful people. What I'm fixing to do is a collective general reading. So it's for everyone. It doesn't matter what your zodiac sign is. It covers all 12. If you're here, you're part of the collective. So take what messages resonate and leave behind the rest. And if something don't fit, don't force it to fit. And it's a timeless reading. So if something doesn't resonate with you today, maybe it'll resonate for you tomorrow, next week, next month, next year, whenever. And it'll be here if you ever feel called back to it. So please take these messages, again, as they resonate. Don't force it to fit if it doesn't. All right. Hi, Spirit Brothers. Same to you, baby. It's good to see you too, honey. Yeah, I know it's late. You're a part of the world. Sweet dreams, baby. I'm sure I'll see you by Thursday or Friday. Good night, baby. Thank you for stopping in and saying hi. Hi, Moonchild. Your surprise? Well, it's a pop-up, beautiful. You know, I guess I couldn't stay away from y'all for 3 days. Spirit wanted me to come on here and spend some time with y'all. Plus, I got something new in the mail I wanted to use. So, that's the other reason. I just won't be here all night and morning like normal because I got a doctor's appointment tomorrow. Now, Bob's being a smart aleck because that's what Eternal just told him. It's called a pop-up. Oh, I'm happy to see you too, sweetheart. Yeah, I thought about doing it. I actually thought of it last night, but nah, it wasn't meant to be last night. It was meant to be tonight, so. Hi, Robert. How you doing, baby? It's hot, y'all. My nose is sweating. I'm freaking hot. It's scorching hot outside for once. You're wonderful. Well, I'm happy to hear that, baby. It's good to have you here. Thank you, Eternal. You'll make me blush, baby. Yeah, you're being sarcastic. So, all right, beautiful people. I'm going to go over the tarot first, and then I got oracle cards to go with it. To kind of add more depth, detail to the reading for y'all. So again, it's a general collective. It's for all 12 signs. It doesn't matter what zodiac sign you are. If you're here, you're part of the collective. Oh, thank you, Sage. I'm sure it will. All right. So, when I was asking Spirit what the theme of tonight's reading was for y'all, I had gotten the Emperor. And the Judgment card came out with it. So I feel like Spirit's trying to put y'all in charge of y'all's life, trying to tell y'all it's time to make a decision. It's time to make that judgment call. There's something they need you to make a decision about. So when I start turning over cards, asking Spirit, what is this about? This feels like a new love connection. But it could be an existing love connection too. Y'all place it how it fits. Okay? In recent past energy, I have the Chariot right here. And this Chariot's like telling me that this is you supposed to be standing up, being strong, having that will and that faith to trust what the universe is pulling you towards. You know, trust yourself. You know, trust that, you know, if you just met someone new or you're, you know, talking and, you know, connecting with someone right now on a romantic level, but maybe it's not romantic. Maybe it's a friendship. Maybe it's professional. Place it how it fits. This is you standing in that power. And they're asking you to stay in that power, but for you, it's a struggle. You're struggling to be confident. It feels like a heavy weight, a heavy burden, because I get the 10 of Wands here with it. So, and you see like how she's like on her hands and knees crawling. You know, this feels like a heavy burden. It's very hard for you to deal with, where I feel like your emotions are all over the place. Like I feel like you're both happy, excited, but fearful and scared. And you're struggling to find that balance, to find that calmness, to find that peace. So what do you do now? Well, Spirit showing me, even though this might not be something you expected or something that maybe you don't have a lot of experience with, maybe, with relationships in general, but even a romantic connection. Maybe you haven't been with someone in years. I don't know. Place it how it fits. But I get the Page of Cups right here, which is telling me this is like a younger energy, like someone who is more naive, that doesn't have the experience with love. And, they may want love, but, they lack the experience. And I feel like for some of them, they're very scared. They're scared to fall in love. So I feel like this is you. And now you're trying to decide, is this connection worth the time and effort and the energy and the patience investing in? Because there's the Seven of Pentacles with it. Are you willing to take that chance? Because I see right here you're curious. This person has your attention, because you see how this mermaid is like looking at this shell, just, examining it. So I know you're thinking about this person, and I know you're examining it, but I feel like that some of that examination is you examining yourself too. Even maybe asking yourself, are you ready? Are you ready for a new commitment? Are you ready to get involved with someone? Are you ready to really give your heart to someone and trust someone to be tender, to be caring with you in your heart? And this is you, like, wanting to pick at the fruit, wanting to pick at that tree, but you're wanting to rush it too. You see how she's going through and picking out this tree instead of like just allowing the seeds to grow. She's trying to, hurry up and get, her abundance out of this instead of being patient. So I feel like there needs to be a balance of both. Learn to balance and ground yourself, ground your emotions, but have patience in what does evolve, what comes from this. Allow the attraction, allow the energy, allow the feelings just to flow naturally. Don't fight them. Don't resist them. And maybe there are some road bumps. Maybe, it doesn't go as smoothly as, you thought. Like, maybe there's a delay along the way. Like maybe you just met someone and they were here visiting, with family on vacation. And then, they're only here for a week and then they go back home and maybe they live in another state or possibly another country. And you're just like, what do I do? Then it becomes long distance. Is it worth the effort? Is it worth the energy? You want to still be with them because you had a lot of fun spending time with them while they were here, but now they're gone. So now it's just what? Communication through phone, the internet. Take your time. Don't rush it. What's meant to be, you will have. What you're meant to have will come to you. Always believe that. Hi, Mick. How you doing, baby? Hi, Lee. Thank you. It has been a minute, Mick. Where you been hiding, baby? Because in the center, I have you as this fool. And the fool is also like a teenager, I always think. Someone naive. Doesn't have experience, doesn't have all the knowledge and wisdom they need to like start out, like move out of their parents' home for the first time and have their own place. They have no experience of what it's like to pay bills and not have to rely on anybody, but you still have faith in yourself. You'll figure it out. You got a job. You're responsible. The job pays enough for you to cover your bills. You'll figure it out. You feel like you'll be okay. You're willing to take that chance that even if you only got enough money to cover your expenses and say, if you get a flat tire, you'll figure out how to come up with the extra money to pay to get that tire fixed, for an example. But apply this to a relationship. You taking that chance, putting your heart into it, building on this connection, building this foundation, having a leap of faith and being confident, trusting yourself. Because right here with this Fool, as much as you're excited and want to have faith in this and trust in the universe, you're also getting too caught up in your head and you're getting hung up because here's the Hangman. So you're getting stuck and Spirit's asking you to unstuck yourself. Maybe it's just a matter of having to slow down and look at this from a different point of view than the one you're currently looking at. If you're still unsure on what to do with this connection or where it's going to go, do you see a future? It's kind of like, it's so new to me that it's like, it's hard to really see. Thinking of, can I marry this person? Like, If you're just starting to talk to someone, it'd be hard to kind of look at them that way, right? Even though we all have that desire one day, we're going to find our forever partner, but maybe it's too soon to look at it that far in the future. So Spirit's wanting you to just focus on the here and now. Live in the moment. You know, be a little naive and allow the experience to unfold the way it's meant to, instead of trying to control it and figure everything out all at once. Because I feel like Spirit's saying it's time for you to make a decision here with this Two of Wands. There's a decision. Do you allow this relationship to unfold? You allow, you know, to build on it, to continue talking, connecting with this person? Or do you finally put the brakes on it and say, no, I'm not ready. I'm not ready to risk it because there's too many challenges or obstacles in front of us. The choice is yours. It's up to you, though. But Spirit's saying it's worth the effort. You're worth the effort. Wouldn't you want someone to take a risk on you, knowing that you're worth it? Why not take that same risk on them and let them know that they're worth it by investing, you know, gaining that experience, that foundation, putting in the time, getting to know this person, growing on that. Maybe it only starts off as a friendship, but maybe that friendship turns romantic. You never know. But you're not going to know unless you make the effort and put the work in to building it. And so that's what Spirit's saying. Take the chance. Choose to take the chance and build it. Build this connection and allow things to unfold the way they're meant to. No matter how it ends up, trust it. You want someone to take the chance on you again, but you're not willing to take a chance on them. It's like I told y'all last week, you know, I told y'all to think about this. You know, when you sit there and you fear someone rejecting you, right? You know, you're afraid to tell someone, you know, you like them and you like to date them or whatever. And because you're afraid they're going to reject you. So you don't tell them, right? Because you're scared. But isn't that the same thing as you rejecting yourself then? It's like you're so worried about that person rejecting you, but what about you rejecting yourself? By not letting that person know that you like them, you know, you have an interest in them, whatever it is, that's you rejecting yourself. You don't even give them a chance to reject you because you rejected yourself before you even gave them a chance. Think about it in that way. Because here in the advice and the outcome, Spirit's showing me there will be communication with this person. There's this Eight of Wands. This is all about back and forth communication. Emails, phone calls, text messages, even possibility of you traveling to see them or them traveling to see you, whether they lived in the next city over or they live in another state or another country. Spirit saying that this will build. You can create this foundation in this new connection. The choice is yours. They're telling you to make it and make it now. Trust yourself. Trust the choices you're making for yourself and for your life. You know, maybe it doesn't turn into forever after. That's okay, but does that mean that the relationship wasn't worth it? No, I don't believe so. I believe every relationship you have, every connection you make, whether it's platonic or romantic, even with, you know, your professional life and family, it's always worth that connection because there are lessons to be learned. And being, you know, in that relationship, however, you know, type of relationship it is, it helps you to grow and evolve. It changes you, sometimes for the better and sometimes not. But it's all about the experience, but you gain that experience of being able to think of someone else first before you think of yourself, and giving your heart away to someone and being there, you know, being dependable, someone that, you know, people can rely on and so forth. You gain that knowledge and that experience through this. So Spirit's saying, make that judgment. Pick up that phone and call them. That's what Spirit's saying here. Choose to call them. I feel like you will. And I feel like some of y'all will make plans to see them, to travel. However, you know, far they live. I feel like you will. Reach out to them. All right. Now for the oracle cards, beautiful people. So, first one up, Guides of the Hidden Realms. All the time in the world. This card is all about not the quantity of time, but quality of time. It's a card about, instead of fighting the clock, fighting man-made time, what about the natural time you have? Instead of, feeling like you're always running out of time or you don't have enough, Spirit wants you to slow down and appreciate the time you do have by living in the moment and living it well. So this card says, natural time is a fluid state of being capable of expanding and contracting according to the person who experiences it. Our earliest ancestors knew time through the cycles they observed in the natural world and tracked their life by the cosmos. That said, through our rich human imagination, we discovered many variations of describing the years, days, and minutes and built systems around them. But if you allow the modern calendar and ticking clock to dictate your experience, you'll impose unnecessary restrictions on yourself. Maybe rush things along and miss important steps. Time is not running out for you. Your heart knows this truth, but your ego demands that everything happen right now. You have all the space in the world to complete things, achieve things, and experience the success of your intention. Timelessness is actually the truest nature of time. Your only task now is to surrender the clock and be fully present to what you're doing. There is more to be done, so be right here, right now. Time is on your side, and all is more than well. So live in the moment, beautiful people. Don't try and rush things. Be in the here and now. Be in the present moment. Don't feel like you're running out of time or you're fighting that clock. Spirit wants you to enjoy your life. Just like one of the cards I pulled out earlier about, Spirit wants you to stop, smell the roses. Stop, smell the roses. Take a look around you. Breathe in the beautiful fresh air. All the beauty that surrounds you. And Spirit wants you to take the lead. Because from my mermaid, or this is one of my fairy decks, this is leadership. And this is all about embracing your leadership skills that you have. And Spirit saying you're a leader. You may not look at yourself as a leader, but it's like I always tell y'all, y'all are the CEO of your lives. You decide. You hire, fire, and promote according to how someone treats you. That's how you live your life. Use your discernment. Be the leader. Take charge. Just like the Emperor card I pulled, which was the overall theme for this reading. So Spirit's wanting you to implement your leadership skills in your life and to lead with your heart. Because when you can lead with your heart, others will follow. So again, you want this connection, this Page of Cups, you want, love right here. Spirit saying, take a chance. Lead. Be the first to reach out. Ask them out. Or ask if you can come visit them. Make a date. You never know what could come of this. But nothing's going to come of it if you're sitting on the sidelines and not acting. If you're only thinking, that's just thinking. And then you overthink instead of actually putting your thoughts into action, that forward momentum. Like this 8 of Wands, this is all about action. Action forward. Movement forward. And it's positive movement. So take the lead. You're worth it. You're worth the chance, y'all. I always tell y'all that. It's like I always tell y'all too. Y'all always afraid of being rejected by someone. And it's like I always tell y'all to look at it this way. If y'all are afraid, someone's not going to, accept your love offer, we'll say. But, you let them know how you feel. At least you know. At least you know where you stand with that person. Instead of sitting around wondering, well, does he like me? Does she like me? What could happen? What if we were to get married? Well, you're never going to know that if you're too afraid to tell them, right? So once you tell them, and if they say no, they're not interested, okay, cool. At least you know. That way you can move on with your life instead of sitting around and wondering, what if? The what if has already been taken out of the equation, and it allows you to move on with your life much faster. So think about it in that context too. Because at the end of the day, all we want is love, right? That's all we want. We all want to be loved, and we all have love to give. We're all worthy and deserving. And for my mermaid deck, that's the card that came out, love. This is about giving love and accepting love. This is all about the universal love. But it's also a card to tell you it's time to open yourself up and put yourself out there romantically. Go out on a date. Even rekindle a love connection that you've already made. That maybe you're separated from your love partner right now. Maybe y'all aren't speaking. Maybe y'all are in bad terms. Whatever it is, Spirit's wanting you to open yourself back up. You know, let go of the hurt, let go of the fear, and trust in yourself, trust in the universe, and give yourself a chance to feel love and be able to give love once again. So bathe in this. Be like this mermaid. Be dreamy. Be passionate. Be romantic. Think of all the wonderful things you can do with that significant other, or even what you can give of yourself to the universe. You know, whether that's love for yourself, love to your family, love to your friends, even love to your colleagues. There's a sense of love, care, and being able to be there and nurturing someone, looking after someone. It could be as simple as picking up the phone. It's like, hey, how you doing? You know, I just want to say hi, let you know I was thinking about you. That's an exchange of energy of love. It doesn't take much to take that first step, but you got to do it too. You have to be able to trust yourself and be in this chariot energy with that strength and willpower, and to trust yourself to be successful in the end. Lead by example. So this is all about love, beautiful people. It's like I keep hearing it's the summer of love. I don't know what that means, but that's what Spirit keeps putting in my head. And the last few messages from my other fairy deck. Let's see. First one is precious time. Make the most of the time you have, knowing it's precious. Knowing time is fleeting, yes. But it's not about the quantity of time, it's quality. So put in the effort, quality. And when you can do that, you know, it'll help you to find balance with yourself and with the people around you. To be able to nurture and be able to give both, you know, love to yourself, but love to others. And be at peace. That's the kind of energy people are attracted to. And with it, you will build and gain more friendships. And like I said, maybe this, you know, connection you've got, maybe it's a friendship right now, but maybe it could turn into romantic love. You never know. Anything's possible. Stop doubting yourself. Because once you do that, then that's when you're going to flourish. If you take a chance and trust. Instead of sitting back. Instead of choosing to sit on the sidelines, you take a step forward, say, yes, you know, I'm going to reach out to them. You know, I'm going to finally, you know, have the courage to ask them out. Ask for their number. Ask them out on a date. I'm even picking up on someone debating on whether they want to propose to someone. Propose marriage. Why not? What are you waiting for? You know, if that person is someone you can see your life being forever with, why not? You know, I'm sure you're going around asking your friends and family, you know, what you should do, what advice they have. Stop worrying about what they got to say. What do you feel? Because again, it's about following your heart, trusting yourself in the universe, not listening to everybody else. That's just, you know, outside noise you don't need, because it does not cause more confusion. Instead of listening to that beautiful heart that the universe and the divine's given you. And then for the angel card I pulled for y'all, I have universal energies. you are ascending. You are flying high, rising up. Stay focused on your mission and know that the universe and angels are supporting you every step of the way. This is part of your ascension process. In order to fully integrate as both soul and human, it's essential for you to face any challenges or mend any relationships you have been putting off dealing with by stepping forward and facing the complications of your earthly life. You let your soul grow in ascent. And the positive affirmation here is, I support myself in the process of ascension. I support myself in the process of ascension. And this too is singing. You know, take a chance on love. Why? Because it's part of what you're meant to go through in order for you to ascend, in order for you to grow. Both, you know, as a human being on this earth and facing the challenges that we all have to face, but also allows our soul to grow. And that integrates into one. And it just builds that fire and that passion within us. And then the angel number I pulled for y'all is 1212. And this is persistence. And it says, oh, happy day. An ample opportunity related to your life's purpose is just around the corner. Take immediate action once it pops up. Of course, a lovely partnership or an epic romance is also in the cards. That last sentence. Take immediate action once it pops up. Of course, a lovely partnership or an epic romance is also in the cards. An epic romance. There y'all go. If y'all want love, Spirit saying it will be epic. I want to hear all about that. That's what I have for y'all, beautiful people. For the general collective reading, again, that was a general collective reading, not a personal reading. So take what messages resonate and leave behind the rest. If something don't fit, please don't force it to fit. Hi, Cora. How you doing, honey? You've been struggling all day and night. Oh no, what are you struggling about, sweetheart? What's going on with you? What's got you all rattled, honey? You're welcome, Moonchild. Yep, you gotta take a chance. Go find your knight in shining armor too. Like I told you. Alright. Oh, put that back. Let's see. Grab these real quick. Save a horse, as they say. Yep, that's right. Sergeant Curtis. That's right, baby. Always. His horse just went by you and didn't want to stop. No, it didn't. You keep telling yourself that, though. That's why you won't ever see him coming when he does come looking for you. He may not even know that he's looking for you. Especially if you keep hiding out, Moonchild. Life is a blessing. There are so many miracles in it for all of us. We just got to take a step back and see all the wonderful miracles it possesses for us. Okay. it was an Amish horse. He just returned from Austin, Texas. Keep it wired. Yeah, I can imagine how scorching hot it is down there. If it's hotter than, then you know it's hot here in Georgia. Because, I definitely felt that heat today. I definitely felt that humidity. That's the first time I can say I felt it this year so far. And you just put the heater on, Bob. Of course, because you're in Australia, where it's winter. Okay, well, Moonchild, since you weren't here at the beginning, I'm going to show y'all my new toy again. For those of y'all that came in late. I know, right? Only in the South. I have some new toys I got in the mail. So instead of using tarot cards, I have tarot dice. So they have a picture to represent each of the major arcana. And then I also have the minor arcana for the 4 elements. And then I have the numbers to go with it. But that's not the only thing I got. So I showed y'all that at the beginning. Here's the other part of it. I also have one that has all 12 zodiac signs on it. I don't know what I'm going to do with this yet, because y'all know I don't do readings based on zodiac signs, but, that's still something I'm debating on doing, for when I start the memberships. But I do have this. But I also have this that has yes and no on it. And it also has other little sayings. So, like one says yes, but wait. Another one says no, another way. Even one says unclear, ask again. So this is what I'm going to use tonight to do mini readings. I'm using these dice. I thought it'd be cool. Hey, beautiful, majestic. How you doing, my soul sister? You love them? Yeah, something new and different. I figure we can give it a roll. See what y'all think, so I can do mini readings with this. You like it, Moonchild? I'm glad. I'm Ninja. And I did get something else in the mail, but it just arrived today, so I hadn't even had a chance to really look at it yet. But yeah, it's made of wood. I thought they were cool. And since the dice only goes to 12, and if you go through the minor arcana, that would make it would only go to like the knight in the tarot. So I do have my dice tower, and I got a dice in here that I'll use if it were to land on a 12. Then I got my dice tower where I can drop this dice, and that will tell me if it's for the knight or the queen or king. I'm good, honey. I'm good, majestic. Thank you for asking. You're by the pool. Are you sunbathing, girlfriend? Shoot, I can't be out in that sun right now. It's too ungodly hot. You like the Zodiac one? Yeah, I thought it'd be neat to play with it and see what y'all think. Yeah, the 8-ball. Yeah. Like this one. With the yes and no answers. Different sayings on them. I mean, even one of the dice that has the major arcana, it also has a yes or no on it. So, but yeah, that's what I got, beautiful people. Y'all about to eat, so you're listening. Well, what you eating, honey? What time's dinner? What time do I need to be there? All right, David. Well, you have a good night, honey. See you next time. Oh, I'm glad y'all like them. Hey, Debs. How you doing, beautiful? Chicken burgers and fries. Yummy. See, I can go through and now fidget and play with these dice as I chat with y'all. Coming over for chili with beef. I'll take some chili as long as there is red meat in it. I like my chili that don't have a lot of beans in it. I like it more with the meat. So that sounds good. I'll be right over. So who goes first? I don't know. Whoever pays first. Yes, beautiful Moonchild. This is all I plan on using tonight, y'all, to do readings with. $5. 3 rolls, which will equate to 3 cards. Mini readings. Oh, Debs, you were late. These are tarot dice. So they have the major arcana on 2 of them. All the major, it's pictures. And then this is the minor arcana for like all the elements, the pictures for all the elements. And then one that has numbers on it. So for like, you know, whether it's Ace of Pentacles or 10 of Pentacles. And then I even got one that has yes and no. Whoops. The different answers for yes or no. Pick someone and you'll pay. Okay, honey. Well, I got someone in mind. Let me run to the restroom real quick. You like the idea of mini readings? I do too. Well, I did come up with a new menu tarot pricing. So I gotta send it to you. Beautiful, majestic. I forgot to. But yes. So, alright. Let me go run to the ladies' room. And let me check on my crazy cats real quick. And then I'll come back and I'll pick someone eternal. See how y'all like this. Thank you, honey love. Very cool mini channels doing them. What's that, Debs? The dice or the mini readings? See, Toby and Wolfie would have fun with these if they got their paws on them. I can just see them going through and patting them back and forth. Like playing some like floor hockey with them. That's good, Dibs. Okay, let me run to the ladies' room. Y'all, I'll be right back. I'll go ahead and pull out my effort deck to go with it too. Oh, wow. Oh, thank you, Sergeant Curtis. Thank you so much, baby. Okay. Eternal, you told me to pick someone. I picked Bob. Oh, that's my Sharky deck. Well, you know what? We'll mess with the Sharky deck tonight. A mouse in the house. Oh no, Bob. Hi, Deborah. Oh, I know, beautiful. It's hot here in Georgia. I was outside earlier and I scorched. I was like, oh no. Even this tropical princess, no. I don't need to be out there sweating my buns off. Yes, you, Bob. I pick you, baby. Eternal said he was paying for you, baby. He told me to pick someone, so I pick you, baby. And then, Curtis, you'll go after, baby. So I know, I'm assuming you're paying for you, Curtis, and someone else. So let's see. Thank you, Eternal. You sweet baby. Thank you. All right, Bob. You just want to see what Spirit got to say to you? See what these dice got to say? And look, I pulled out my Snarky Sharky deck, too. So we'll use this tonight. Just throwing an extra card in there. Sound gravy? Sound gravy, y'all? Y'all gravy? Y'all down for that? All right, baby. Let's see what Spirit got to say to you. All right, Spirit. What does Bob need to know right now? 90 degrees and the sun going down. I don't even know what the temperature is. I just know it was scorching hot. Like, I felt my skin burning. It was hot. That humidity. All right, Spirit. What does Bob need to know? Ooh, you got the Wheel of Fortune in the world. All right, Spirit. Let me see. All right. Okay, that ain't count, Spirit. Come on now. And the Ace of Wands. You know, baby, I feel like you got the world at your feet. I don't feel like you recognize that, but I feel like you do. I feel like there's a lot of changes coming. And here's the world right here. I feel like that the universe is wanting you to know that things are going to start changing, moving in the right direction, in the way you want them to go towards. And I feel like there's an opportunity heading your way. Where this change is coming from, I feel like this is like good karma coming to you, in fact. With this Wheel of Fortune, this is telling me that your good karma is coming back and it's going to reward you. And it's telling me that with what you've done and, you know, the things you've done in your life and the lives you've touched, I feel like someone's going to come in and actually touch your life and give you more to want to live for. And make things exciting again for you, baby. Because I feel like you don't have a lot of excitement. So I feel like there's an opportunity here. I have the Sun card here, but this is, even though it's a sun, this is the element. This is the minor arcana. So this is the wands. And I got the 1. So that's the Ace of Wands. There's an opportunity coming towards you, baby. With this turning of the wheel coming. With the world, the universe at your feet. There's great opportunities. I feel like there's more than one, though, that's coming towards you. And I feel like there's an opportunity that's going to actually present itself without you doing anything. I just feel like your good luck, the turning of this wheel, is going to present itself just randomly out of the blue when you least expect it. That's going to make you excited again. A new opportunity. I feel like this has to do with what you're working on. I feel like it has to do with your what you do with the creation, with the printing, what you have done, you know, for years, even though you were retired from it. But I know you've been, you know, working on things. And I feel like it's going to give you a whole new leash on life. Make you excited again. To where I feel like you're going to have that extra oomph to want to do more. To want to get back into it more. Maybe not full time like maybe you were doing it before, but enough to kind of keep you busy, keep you occupied, keep you kind of going, to make you want to get up in the morning and see a new day, I feel. That's what I'm picking up. Okay, Majestic. Excitement is going to town for breakfast. Yeah, see, you need more excitement. Nice pick. Oh, thank you. All right, let me get you this Snarky Sharky card. I haven't used this one yet, so Snarky Sharky. You're welcome, baby. Alright, Spirit, what's Snarky Sharky card for Bob? Tomorrow we'll use the Rebel or the Effet deck. But tonight's it's Snarky Sharky. Stop being witchy, Bob. Sometimes being grumpy is the best solution when dealing with jerks with buttholes. That's true too. And God knows we deal with a bunch of them, don't we, Bob? Especially out here on my channel. So, but you know what? You're the good kind of, you know, witchy, we'll say. I like that about you. You keep it real, Bob. And that's one thing I do love and admire and respect about you, baby. And you always look out for me. That's what I got for you, baby. No, the person behind you, Bob. Yes, you, baby. Let's see. Well, you know, I don't know. Should we ask? We'll use this for Bob, too. Should we ask if Bob's going to have a romantic date soon? I feel like Bob needs a romantic date. Spirit, what do you think? Does Bob need a romantic date? Spirit said yes. I didn't do that, Bob. That's what Spirit said. Spirit said yes. You need a date, baby. Hey, Spirit didn't disagree, baby. They disagree with you. They say you need a date. It wasn't just like, what's one of them? Yes with effort. No, this is a flat yes, baby. You need a date. I think someone needs to check to find out if those bones need some WD-40. And I'll leave it like that. Hi, Gnostic. How you doing, baby? Hi, Audra. Yeah, I decided to come on early. Well, it's normally my night off, but since I took Sunday off, and I got a new toy, so that's why I came on. And I missed y'all. Hi, Judith. How you doing? You gotta run an errand, but you'll be back later? Okay, honey. I might be here. Maybe I won't. I don't know. I don't know. I probably won't be here past midnight. But I'll be here. Hope to see you. It's good to see you, Audra. Okay, Sergeant Curtis. You're next, baby. Oh, wait. Eternal. I guess I need to read your email real quick. Because I think I saw something. It is. I like that reading for him. So, Judith, just so you know, beautiful, I'm doing tarot readings with tarot dice tonight. I got a new toy. And I pulled out my Sharky deck, too. So, it's really cool. I don't know. You think it's cool, Gnostic? Reading tarot with dice? You're welcome. Anytime, baby. All right. Sergeant Curtis. You're next, baby. Was that a mimosa? No. This is my Red Bull, baby. Nope, I haven't had one of those in years. No, you're so funny, Gnostic. You never know, baby. You might. You just seen the orange. Yeah, that's the strawberry and apricot flavor. It's really good. It's addicting, I'll say. That's great news, Gnostic. That's good to know, baby. If you want me to do a reading for you, Gnostic, tonight it's $5 for mini readings using my dice, baby. He was being viciously chased by flying piranhas. By flying birds, you mean? Well, that's pretty cool, Gnostic. Congratulations, baby. Was I thinking about you? Hi, Shelby. I was thinking about everyone. I missed everybody. That's why I'm here. I mean, knowing I didn't stream Sunday, I just decided, you know, I'd come on tonight instead because I got a new toy. Oh, thank you, Sergeant Curtis. Yeah, I'm probably going to get them done tomorrow before they break. I need to get my nails done badly. I put it off too long again. But since I have to go out to that area tomorrow anyways, I might as well get my nails done while I'm out there. That's pretty cool, Gnostic. Well, congratulations, baby, on a new job. Absence makes the heart grow fonder. Yes, it does. Aww. What was you thinking about, Shelby? And that's awesome, Gnostic. Shoot, that'd be something I know somebody could probably do. Alright, you ready, Curtis? You want me just to roll the dice and not ask Spirit a question and just see what comes out, baby? Okay, baby. Let's see. Alright, Spirit. This is the major. What does Sergeant Curtis need to hear right now? Oh, that's cool, Moon Fox Knight. Oh, thank you, Gnostic. I wish I known you was going to do that, baby, because it's $10 for the super chat, but because YouTube takes half, baby. Let's see. Spirit, what does Sergeant Curtis need to hear right now? You got the Sun and the Hermit. Alright, Spirit. Sun and the Hermit. Alright. Oh, Spirit. Five of Wands. Man, baby, you fighting with somebody? So I got the Five of Wands here. And that's normally being in conflict with people. But I don't feel like it's worth the energy, to be honest, baby. I feel like you've been in hermit mode, though, a lot. No. Well, this might be something you may want to think about, baby, that might come towards you. I get a competitive energy, in fact. Someone wanting to compete with you, it feels. Someone like being envious, possibly. Because right now I get you like more in the Hermit. Because I have the Hermit right here. And the Hermit is all about going and being isolated from the world. Like keeping people at a distance. Staying to yourself. But it's also a time to like go into self-discovery. Going within. You know, taking your time. You know, processing, contemplation, meditation. You know, asking your spirit guides, your angels for help, for assistance, for guidance, trusting yourself, you know, exploring. You know, you think of someone like doing a project, for example, like let's just say that you were a person who did wood carvings, for an example. You know, even though that's like, you know, doing something you love and enjoy, but, you know, it's also going to mean it's going to take time and active effort on your part to kind of focus on doing that. You know, which means you might restrict your time being out with others or communicating and socializing with others. So during that time, you grow and you learn more about yourself. Maybe how to do something new, how to do something different, or maybe you just get a random epiphany out of nowhere. that just kind of tells you, shows you something, you know, that you didn't think about before. So that's what the Hermit is. So I feel like you've been in isolation a lot. And it's not bad, baby. It's just, it's more like self-love to me. That's how I see the Hermit. Because, like, you know, I'll give you an example. Like me, knowing, you know, y'all know I stream 5 nights a week. And, you know, by the fifth night, I'm tired. And you know, I'm exhausted. So like my first day off, I normally sleep throughout the day. Like I don't do anything. I'll sleep 10, 12 hours or I'll go to sleep and I'll sleep maybe 5 and I'll wake up and I'll just saw a spirit, or I may wake up for an hour, but then I end up falling back asleep again because I'm still so tired. You know, so I just kind of shut the world out because I need a recharge. I'm not worried about trying to get in my car and go, you know, visit with friends and family or do things or even, you know, do, you know, chores, you know. I'm trying to, you know, get my strength back and my energy. So that would be like me going into hermit mode, going into my shell for that day. But I see you coming out of it because I see you having the sun. So there's something here that's bringing you happiness too. Like, even if you've been in the hermit mode, I feel like there's going to be something that's going to bring you great happiness. If it hasn't happened already, baby, I feel like it's going to happen with this sun card right here. Because the sun card is like the happiest card in the deck. This is all about success. This is all about excitement, happiness, fulfillment, emotional fulfillment. You know, just being on cloud nine, like nothing can go wrong and nobody can come in and rain on your parade, so to speak. So there's something that's going to be here, if it hasn't happened already, that's going to make you be like on cloud nine, full of happiness, joy, excitement. There's warmth, you know, there's nurturing, you know, self-nurturing, self-love, but even, you know, loving others, being more attentive. You know, you're going to have all this love and, you know, passion, desire, energy, happiness that you're going to want to share it with others. You're going to want to spread that love out, that joy. And then, but I get you, like I said, I got the 5, and here's the sun, but this is the element, so this is the 5 of wands. And that's like telling me like there's something or someone here that's being petty. Maybe there's that competitiveness, that envious. You know, this could be you around someone else, or this can be someone looking at you. I don't feel like it's happened yet. But I feel like Spirit wants to make you aware of this, because I feel like because of all this happiness and this joy you're going to have once you know, come out of this hermit mode, all this happiness, that's going to attract people. And people who are, you know, negative, you know, always in misery, you know, depressed, don't feel like they got anything going for themselves. People are going to be envious of just that. So I could see this causing conflict with people, causing arguments, you know, like I'll give you an example. Like I could see it being like you, baby, being all happy, waking up, you know, you're having a great day, you know, like you woke up on the right side of the bed, but then, you know, let's just say, you know, you live with your parents. And let's just say that you walk downstairs, you know, and I'm assuming you got a 2-story house, just, you know, flow with me. Let's just say you walk downstairs into the kitchen, you know, and your mom is cooking, you know, breakfast, and your dad's sitting at the dining room table waiting for your mom to finish, you know, cooking breakfast, and you're whistling, you're just happy. But then your dad's been grumpy, and he just kind of looks at you, was like, what are you in such a good mood about? Like, I feel it like that kind of energy, baby. Like, it's gonna, you know, for you it's good, but it's going to rub someone else the wrong way, because you know, someone else can't be happy, you know, or be in the moment, live in the moment like you. So that's what I feel like it's going to cause. It's going to cause some kind of butting of heads like that. That's what I get from that, baby. Okay, let's see. I know you're looking for love, baby. So let's see. Let's see if love's going to find you soon. Spirit, is love going to find Sergeant Curtis soon? Not right now, but later. Sergeant Curtis. Spirit saying, not right now, but later. Love's gonna find you, baby. You're gonna get hit by Cupid's arrow. So be on the lookout for it. All right. What shark card for you, Sergeant Curtis? You got education. Fish swim in schools for a reason. Education will improve your life dramatically. Baby, I don't feel like Spirit saying you need to go to like college, but maybe do some research. Check into something that you've been curious about. Become inquisitive is what I get. You know, maybe you've considered, you know, starting a new hobby that you've thought about years ago, but you never got an opportunity to try. I feel like this is that time, baby. But first, you got to get some knowledge and, you know, get some, you know, understanding in it first. That's going to help you. And I feel like that can even be part of what comes to you. You know, brings you happiness with, where did that sun card go? Already moved it. That's going to bring you this happiness with the sun right here. That's what I have for you, Sergeant Curtis. That's right. When you least expect it, that's when love will find you. So dang true. All right. You're welcome, baby. And that's what I got for you. Okay. I know you paid for someone to get one too, Sergeant Curtis. So you want me to pick, baby? Let's see. If I will pick, I'm going to pick Moonchild. No, wait. Yeah. I pick Moonchild. And then I'll do you after that, Gnostic. And Gnostic, just remember this from now on, baby. Anytime you do a super chat for one of my readings, baby, you got to think of paying double what I would charge. Because, like I said, YouTube takes half of it. So, I only get half. Unless you send it to one of my payment apps, you know, that's when it's, you know, only $5. But to do it through the super chat, it's double because of YouTube taking half. No, I'll give it to Moonchild. Just something to keep in mind, y'all. That's why the caption said $10 super chat. Yes, they do, Sergeant Curtis. Did you know they sent me, I think I looked it up last week, and it was like about $200 is what they said I made, you know, between all the donations to the super chats and, you know, the pennies I get from just streaming. I only got about $100 of it. They took half right off the bat. And that $100, it was like $100 and change. And that's without them taking taxes yet. So it's no joke when I say they take half. Yeah, it does. All right, Moonchild. You ready, beautiful? So if you want to save money and you don't want to make sure I get all of it, that's why you send it to the other one. Preferably Zelle or Venmo. Gnostic, I haven't had a chance to look at them, baby. I actually forgot about it, sweetheart. But I will. You'll have to send me a reminder. Send me an email to remind me, baby. Otherwise, it'll leave my head. Alright, Moonchild. What does Spirit want to say to you? Troublemaker. Miss Troublemaker. Yeah, I ate them bag of chips. Those chips are addicting, just so you know. Alright, Spirit. What you got to say, Moonchild? Hi, Tapestry. I'm good, sweetheart. Thank you for asking. I'm gravy. I'm playing with my new toy. How you doing? Alright, Spirit. Whoa, Moonchild. You got Temperance and the Empress. You are the Empress. You're a beautiful Empress at that. I don't know, Moonchild. I haven't checked. Alright, Spirit. Yeah, can't forget the biscuits. Don't forget the sausage either. It's dice that has tarot pictures on it. So it has the major and the minor arcana. Alright, Spirit, what else? Ooh. That is water. Alright, Spirit, show me. 4 cups, uninterested. Yeah. I can see you not being interested. Man, I feel like you're just so focused on living your best life right now. Moonchild. Like, I feel like right now, it's like you're taking life, you know, as it's coming to you. You're living in the moment. You know, that's what this card tells me. And this is Temperance right here, this angel. So I feel like you are living your best life right now. I feel like you have taken, you know, the time you need for yourself now, getting yourself recharged after, you know, I know months of, you know, getting yourself drained by taking care of someone else's child, you know, which I know you don't mind, but I know it was draining you too. So I feel like right now, you know, you took that time, you know, patience, and it's allowed you now where you're at to heal, kind of get a vacation, get away from it all. To where it's like you have no interest in what's going on around you, I feel. Which is why this 4 of Cups is here. Because I have the 4, and then I have this Moon card, but this is Cups for me. So, which is water. I feel like you're just not interested in what anyone else is offering right now. Other than what it is that you want to do that kind of brings you happiness, peace, relaxation. You know, you're not trying to get yourself all caught up in other people's worries, you know, their problems. You're more focusing on what you're doing and just, you know, being where you're at, enjoying, you know, your time away, and, you know, getting together with, you know, friends, you know, that you want to get together with. But, you know, getting away from the drama, the headaches, things that were draining you, bringing you down. Because I can even feel a difference in your energy since you've gone to Pennsylvania, since you left Texas and been in Pennsylvania. I do feel a difference in your energy. And it's much lighter. And this is like leaving you in this Empress energy, which this is the Empress. So, and the Empress is all about abundance, all about fertility, all about, you know, creating new ideas, but, you know, having those, you know, ideas, because you're fertile with ideas, creativity. I feel like you are very creative. I feel like you have a great passion for wanting to create, you know, draw, you know, or paint, something like that. Um, I also feel like, you know, this is all about your wisdom, your experience you've gained through, you know, these past months of being there, helping others, doing the best you can with what you have, taking your time, your energy, and trying to have patience, trying to ground yourself, being balanced with the temperance. You know, like I said, you're not worried about what other people have to offer you. You don't care. You're like, no, this is my time now to kind of seclude and do what I want to do instead of having to worry about caring for everyone else. So you're enjoying your abundance, I feel. You're enjoying, you know, your own idea of paradise right now. And I feel like in the flow of energy that you're going through, that you're experiencing, like recharging yourself, I feel like that's going to bring even more abundance. Because I feel like when you do go back to Texas, I feel like you're going to have like that light in yourself, in your, like your skin, you know, you're like, you'll have that glow again, is what I'm looking for. And I just hope this time that you don't allow people to drain it from you, like what has happened. And I feel like that's probably when, and I kind of actually get this feeling that Mr. Knight in Shining Armor, Spirit's like making me feel like you're going to meet him up in Pennsylvania. You're just going to randomly come across him because you're going to have this glow, this light about you, this energy. Yeah, you come to Pennsylvania to get away from Trauma Dallas. I believe that. And that's good. That's what I'm happy to hear. You deserve it. I feel like you're going to meet your knight shining armor in Pennsylvania, though, because you're in this Empress energy. You're growing back into her, remembering who you are again, is what the Empress also gives me. That knowledge, that wisdom, that experience. Yes, you are the mother, you are the nurturer, you are the caregiver, but you're still you too. And I feel like sometimes that gets forgotten about, where you put yourself to the side and you care for everyone else. Now Spirit's saying it's your turn. It's your time to care for you. To get grounded again. You're having a birthday party this weekend. Oh my goodness. It's your birthday this weekend? Is it? Now I'm going to feel terrible if you tell me yes. So I feel like you're not in shining armor up in Pennsylvania, though. Gonna test out them bones, honey. I'm sorry. Be like Bob. Gonna find out if it needs some WD-40 or not. June 29th, that's Sunday. Well, you know I'll be here. Happy early birthday to you, girlfriend, but I won't forget. I gotta write that down. And then I'll need your address, beautiful. Alright. Is Moonchild gonna meet her knight in shining armor in Pennsylvania? Because I feel like you're gonna meet him up there. Yes, with effort. Which means you gotta put yourself out there, Moonchild. Spirit's saying, yes, you'll meet him out there. But you gotta put yourself out there, too, in order for him to find you. Hi, Sexy T-Rexy. So, recharge yourself, girlfriend. Fix yourself up. Go out and do something. Do something you ain't done before. You never know. You might be calling your family in Texas like, I ain't coming back. You got to hug a tree. You know, go write your name on a tree. And look up at the universe. Tell the universe you're ready. You're ready for your knight shining armor to come through. To get new energy. Tree's got plenty of positive energy. Just sit underneath the tree. You never know. You might meet them in a park. Especially this time of year with it being summer. This is the time everybody gets out. Usually. Unless you're like Bob in Australia. Alright, Spirit. I didn't say, like, give me half the freaking deck here. Try this again. Can I get one card from Miss Moonchild, please? Okay. Unique. Don't get hooked on comparing your life to others. You are on the right path, even if it looks a little wavy right now. You are unique. That's right. You are unique. You are beautiful and unique in all your beautiful colors. You're like just this bright rainbow of love and energy that I enjoy. I enjoy your company. I enjoy your energy. I enjoy chit-chatting with you. And yes, I've been enjoying your goodies too that you sent to me, trying to get me to gain some weight too. That's what I have for you, beautiful Moonchild. You're welcome. You like the cards tapestry? Oh, I got some funny cards, honey. I got this. I got the F-It deck. I got the Rebel deck. Yeah. I've gotten some decks probably since you were in my stream last, honey. And I just got these dice. When was it? Yesterday? Yeah, I got the dice in yesterday. What is the F-It deck? It literally says it. It's kind of like a rebel deck, you can say. And it's pretty hilarious. Some of them, it's like that rebel deck. It's like it's brutal honesty. And then some of them are just, it's brutal honesty and it's also sarcasm and hilarious. You never seen that one? Oh, I came across it. Yeah, I stocked up on some new decks. You love it, Audra? Well, I'm glad, sweetheart. I thought it'd be cool. That's why I have Rebel Wednesdays. If you ever notice my stream on Wednesday, it says Rebel Wednesdays. Is theme night. Sexy T-Rexy, I've never count how many decks I have. I can give you possibly an estimate, but I don't know how accurate it is. That deck calls everyone out. The Rebel deck really does. You're right. So it's a lot like it. I think it's funny. Good to see you, Eternal Light. I know you said you got busy, baby. And that's fine, Gnostic. I understand, baby. So y'all like my dice? You're adding it to your wish list? So tomorrow night you got a surprise for me? Okay, Gnostic. I love surprises, baby, as long as they're good. Oh, on the internet, but I found it when I was at my girlfriend's house one day. I was on her internet, and she ended up getting them for me. So I don't even know where they came from, to be honest. I'll have to ask her. Better than a coffee. That sounds lovely, Gnostic. Well, I'm happy y'all like them. I never seen them either, Buttercup, until I saw them. Like I said, I was at her house one day, and we were looking for something. We were shopping for something, and I probably, was looking at other decks in between, and I came across it. So, and she must have known I was looking at them, so she went and got them for me. So yes, I'm happy I got them. Oh, is it? Well, hopefully don't keep doing it, because I know sometimes YouTube has its little, tantrums, we'll say. Hi, Victoria. Thank you, sweetheart. How you doing, sweetheart? So, yeah, I got a bunch of new decks, honey. Whew, I just gotta chill. Okay, Eternal. Baby, did you want a reading? Because I know you sent some extra, so I'm asking you, baby. Because I did, yeah, I did, whatchamacallit, Curtis, the one you donated. So the one that's left is you. And Gnostic, I'll go ahead and do yours. That's mine. What, you just doing some extra love for me, baby? Oh, Gnostic, well, that's sweet of you, baby, to do that. All right, Gnostic, you're up, baby. You want me to just see what Spirit has to say to you, Gnostic? Getting a chew. I'm gonna have to go get my mama a sweater. Oh, thank you, baby. You're sweet. You're so good to me, Eternal. Thank you, baby. This is true, Gnostic. That I do understand, baby. And that's sweet of you to do that for her, whether she knows it or not. That's beautiful, baby. Thanks. Gotta open up this one. Wow, Gnostic. I feel honored, baby. I've never done a reading for you before. Something simple. Shake, shake, shake the dice. Shake what your mama gave you. Is that what you're trying to say to me? I'm teasing, Gnostic. All right, baby. Let's see. What does Spirit want to say to you? Well, baby, that's good. At least you respect her decision. But that's sweet of you too, baby, that you still do that for her. Whether she knows it or not. Hold on, I'm just grabbing this sweater. I gotta chill. I needed to grab my mom a sweater, but this is right here. Oops. Knocking over my cards. Way to go, Amanda. Oh. knowing how hot it was outside today, and now suddenly I'm getting cold. Gotta love the change in temperatures. And I know it's probably still warm outside. You knock them over several times a day too, Tapestry. Well, I mean, I got like decks all stacked up on one part of my desk, but then, you know, when I pull them out, I put the rest over here and they're all spread all over now. I got decks in all four corners of my office, it seems. Well, that's awesome, Gnostic. Well, hopefully you helped her to sell her house and get her house painted. That's great. Okay, baby. Let's see what Spirit got to say to you, Gnostic. And thank you for thinking I'm a hottie. It's very sweet. You're going to make me blush, Gnostic. You got stacks all around you. You think that's the issue? Honey, I got a bookshelf over here that has every shelf is filled. And then I got this one over here that's filled. And I got stacks on both sides of me too. I even got some piled up on my ottoman, so I got I got oracle and tarot decks everywhere. Oh, I'm glad, Moonchild. And you're welcome, honey. Well, you know what, Gnostic? That's a good thing, baby. See, I know there's still real men out there that aren't looking for something. They just do something because that's the man in y'all. Y'all are supposed to, you know, y'all are like the caretakers, the providers type. So, I think that's a beautiful thing, baby. You're not the only one who does that, baby. Just so you know. Aw. Well, thank you, Gnostic, for having faith in me and thinking so, baby. Alright, Spirit. What does Gnostic need to hear right now? Please and thank you. Okay, well, you got the moon. Ooh, well, I still needed that one anyways. Alright, Spirit. Seven of Swords. Uh-oh. I got one more to throw. Spirit, what else? Why is this here? Baby, it's like you got something that's not known to you, baby. But I feel like it's coming out to the light now. Someone's either been keeping something from you, or someone's been like taking something from you that you're not aware of. And it's like, it's been hidden away where you're not aware of it, because I have the moon card right here. And that's all about secrets. It's all about things being hid in the dark. But eventually, what's been hid in the dark eventually will come out to the light. And so I feel like this is what's coming out now. Because Spirit showing me that whether you were aware of it or not, which I'm not picking up that you were aware of this, but if I feel like you're fixing to find out. The next one I have is the Seven of Swords. So the Seven of Swords is all about kind of the same energy. Someone keeping something from you, someone taking something from you, whether that's actual someone like stealing from you, like, you know, money, that could be, you know, material possessions, that could even be like an idea. And someone taking that idea and getting credit for it instead of you getting the credit for it. But there's something here that Spirit wants you to know, that you need to be aware of. Your inheritance. Well, and it's crazy you say that, baby, because the last one I got is the Wheel of Fortune. So things are going to be moving in the right direction. The turning of the wheel is going to be better for you. I feel like this is all about prosperity coming in. I feel like whatever was kept from you, or whatever people were getting away from, hiding from you, taken from you, with this Seven of Swords, I feel like karma's coming around. And now karma is going to serve her justice and change the wheel for you, where you get the Wheel of Fortune here. And that Wheel of Fortune is telling me that that's prosperity. Things turning better. Someone has been stealing from you for years, but now they're getting hammered. Yeah, baby. Well, I feel like the hammer's coming down on them now, baby. So, Spirit's just confirming this. Hi, Bubbles. Good to see you, honey. That's right. Justice always serves. You know, the best form of justice or revenge is a hot meal served cold. So, I feel like the good fortune of karma is coming, gonna knock on your door, baby. It might, baby. You want me to ask that? If it has to do with the commercials you're working on? Will it be the commercials and acting and voiceovers that are gonna help you do more? Let's see, Spirit. Is the videos and voiceovers, or commercials and voiceovers, gonna help Gnostic open the doors of opportunity more for him to do more? Can you confirm? What's her name? I mean, if you want me to ask about love, when is love coming in? I can ask that too, baby. You want to know if love's coming soon? Let's see. Is love coming in? Romantic love coming in for Gnostic? Spirit. I've been asking for love for everyone else. I might as well do the same for you, as I know you're single. Alright, Spirit. Show me. Maybe it's possible. Spirit said maybe it's possible. So maybe there's a possibility of it coming to you soon, baby. You gotta keep your eyes open, though. It's alright, Will. You know, whatever your name is, you just got reported for being an idiot. Okay. Excuse me. This is true, Gnostic. You're right, baby. Okay. Let me pull a Sharky card for you. Snarky Sharky. One card for Gnostic, Spirit. What do you want to tell Gnostic? Just for some laughs and giggles. Probably not old enough, Bob. I feel like they're laying in their parents' basement, in their undies, in their whiteys, with Cheeto dust all over their hands holding the remote control. That's what I see. Right, Buttercup? Even Spirit said, crap or move on. Sharks never hold their crap. Time to get off your butt and move forward. Speak your truth. There you go. Take a crap or move on, baby. Just like the shark. They don't hold on to their crap. So don't you do it either, baby. I love this deck. It gives you so many different laughs, just like the Rebel and the Epic deck. Oh, wow, Gnostic. That's wild, baby. Y'all like this snarky sharky? I do. I hadn't had a chance to use it yet, so this gave me an opportunity. Snarky sharky. Oh, well, Tapestry, I even have a deck that's a swear tarot. That's another one you ain't seen yet, honey. That's wild, Gnostic. I feel like that was God sending a message to you that you're supposed to continue teaching, baby. If you're doubting it, baby, stop doubting it. I feel like that was God saying you're supposed to continue on. To me, that's just him confirming that. And making you aware that he's watching over you. And that you're meant to keep teaching, baby. That's wild. Oh, well, you know what? Is that right, Chrissy Lee? Well, that's not the kind of joke, honey. We'll just say this, that it sounds like a troll. We'll say that. I need to make another specialty day, like Feisty Friday. You know, Audra, I mean, well, you know what I want to do? I actually would like to do another night that's just, you know, instead of like, we can do it on, you know, BS, like, you know, I use my, you know, dice, and I got some other little toys that I hadn't shared with y'all yet. Or my charms, you know, because I've used my charms only once, and I've been wanting to pull them back out. But I know people always are curious about their love life, so I was wondering if maybe I need to do a night just dedicated to love. But tomorrow night, I'm still going to do Rebel Night. Wednesday nights is when I do the Rebel Night, so I pull out my Rebel deck, and I do the mini readings then, too. You love when people use charms and dice? Yeah, I love my charms. I got them right here, but I need more. I got to get me more, but there's a lot in here, considering how small it is. There's a lot of charms in here. So, hi, Catherine. How you doing, beautiful? It's good to see you, honey. So, yeah. I'm trying to mix it up, y'all. So we'll see, Audra. Oh, Catherine, tonight is Snarky Sharky. And I'm doing readings with dice. Instead of using cards, I'm reading tarot using dice. Pick a number. Each number could refer back to individual decks. The community don't know which deck. Well, maybe he just has a baby face. I don't know. Is that how you think I should do a Gnostic? One night, just... That's a lot of decks, though, baby. I'd have to put numbers on. Oh, my goodness. That's a lot of decks. I'd have to put numbers on. Because, I mean, if I was to estimate... I have probably at least... I would estimate 200 decks, roughly. That's about how many I have. Your grandkids call you Papa Shark? Oh, I love that Gnostic. Yep, Snarky Sharky. Hi, the Healing Heart Tarot. I have Scorpio eyes. Do I? Is that a good thing, honey? You're close. I'm not Scorpio, but you're close, honey. Only do half the decks. Yeah, that's a lot of decks, baby. I'm looking like, yeah, that's a lot of decks. Yep. Yeah, it is a lot. And I'm getting more. In fact, I got a couple in today, but I didn't get a chance to look at them yet. And I just keep adding, so keep bringing something new. Try to, at least. I mean, I still love my angel decks, but I haven't been using them as much. Have a tour what? My office? Y'all want to see all my decks. Y'all, my office is filthy. I got decks everywhere. When I get my office all squared away and organized, I can take a quick video of it or something. Ooh. I don't even know what I just saw. It was some type of design. It was pretty. That was a symbol of something. It was gold. What was that? I feel like I've seen something like that somewhere. It actually reminds me of one of the cards I have. I just saw a symbol of something. I can't tell y'all what it was, but I know I've seen something similar to it, and it makes me think of one of my decks, one of my cards. Now I just gotta think of which card it is. I know, Catherine. Let me, I always forget to say Oracle and Tarot so people know what I'm talking about. But yes, when I have my office all straight, because y'all, I still got boxes piled up in this corner that I need to do something with, but I will when I can get everything all cleaned up. Okay, Tapestry. Well, thank you for stopping by, sweetheart. Appreciate you. Whoa. It is addicting, the Healing Heart Tarot. You're right, sweetheart. And I love my addiction. To me, that's kind of a good addiction to have, though. Welcome back, Shelby. And, let's see. What's your name, sweetheart? Where'd it go? The Healing Heart Tarot. You think I'm Scorpio. You're close. I'm not Scorpio. I'm a Pisces, though. Read backwards. I mean, I can read backwards. It might take me a minute, though. You're a Taurus, Bubbles. I'm a Taurus moon. That's my moon sign. Do I have a favorite one I go back to? I love my angel decks. I'm always drawn to them. But I got other favorites that I like. I just don't pick them up a lot because those decks are expensive. And in fact, there's actually a few I have that I won't pick up unless it's for a private reading because they're expensive decks. But they're beautiful decks too. I don't know, Gnostic. Why? You're a Sagittarius stellium. Yeah, I think I'm a Pisces stellium. I'm a triple Pisces. You get 8 more. You're funny, baby. Oh, you're fun, baby. You're not getting all crazy. So, you're a rising Leo, Catherine. My rising sign is Aries. So I got fire in me too. But yeah, I'm a lot of water. And I noticed I got a lot of Libra in my chart too, which surprised me. You're in life path 8. Mine's a 5, I think. My mouth got dry. Ugh. Miss Moonchild, I responded back to you, beautiful. Yeah. Life path 3. You're a 22. Isn't that's the, what's that number they call? I can't remember the word. That's a good number to be, Audra. I love that, honey. Yeah, well, I won't ever use it. life path number, Shelby. Capricorn rising, a Gemini sun, and an Aquarius moon. See, the only thing that bothers me about the birth chart, and this is why I don't like using zodiac signs, because it depends on which system you're using. I don't think people realize that there's more than one astrological system. So I'll give you an example of mine. In the tropical Western system, I'm a Pisces sun, a Taurus moon, and an Aries rising. But if you were to jump over to, what do they call that system? The sidereal, it said I'm an Aquarius sun, a Pisces moon, and I can't remember what the rising sign was. So it changes, and it's like, wait a minute. So which one are you supposed to go by? And that's confusing for people. Because it's like if someone were to go through like how most do, which they're doing it right. It's just the way I perceive it. You know, if people use zodiac signs in their readings, they can be right. You just don't know they're right because you're going by one astrological system when really spirit could be telling you from a different completely astrological system that you're just unaware of. Or I think of it in the context of like if you're looking for love and say, you know, you pull out the high priestess for Pisces and, you know, say I just pulled out the high priestess. You want to know, you know, well, you know, who could it possibly be, you know? All right, well, their zodiac sign is Pisces. Okay. So, you know, you got your tunnel vision glasses on and you're only looking for someone who's a Pisces. And then you talk to someone and you have chemistry with them and then you find out their zodiac sign isn't Pisces. So maybe you blow them off then. But maybe the reader wasn't wrong. It's just that they're Pisces, but maybe not a Pisces sun. They could be a Pisces moon or a Pisces rising. Or it could be on a completely different astrological system. Doesn't mean it's wrong. So I think that's what the problem with it. And that's the problem I have with using zodiac signs in my readings because I don't want someone to go through and, you know, if I give them a zodiac sign, I don't want them to have tunnel vision. You know, I would want you to meet someone. If you're looking for love, for an example, if I did a love reading, do you have connection? Do you have chemistry with that person? Who cares what their zodiac sign is? Do you have connection chemistry? You know, if your tarot reader said you'll meet someone, you know, soon or whatever, well, do you have chemistry? That's all that should matter. It shouldn't matter what their zodiac sign is. And that's just my personal belief on it. Yeah, that makes sense. See, and that's where it gets confusing. Buttercup and Healing Heart Tarot. I understand why people use them. I understand why the cards are assigned to certain signs and all that, but I don't read them that way. Because, again, I would rather someone want to go through and meet someone that they have chemistry with. Not just because they got a zodiac sign that's the one their tarot reader told him to look for. Because, again, what if that person could be a Pisces, they're just not a Pisces sun? You know, maybe, you know, they're a Pisces rising. But you don't know that, and they don't know that either because they never had their birth chart done. So you see where it can create problems. And I don't want to make it that complicated for people in that way. I just want, you know, do I see someone coming to you? Okay. Just keep your eyes open. Someone calls to you, trust it. Spirit saying they're sending someone your way. you know, that's the way it should be, at least to me. Hi, Aaron. Oh, thank you. Same to you, honey. How you doing? Try astrocartography. Hmm. I mean, I can understand where people might bump heads because of their zodiac signs. That I do get too. But I don't know. Do I really think, let's see, if I read up on my chart and the personalities to the three signs that I just listed off, I think one of the traits of a Pisces is someone who's eccentric. I don't know if I would necessarily say I'm eccentric. Okay, unique, yes, but eccentric, no, it doesn't fit with me. But that's me. Exactly, Buttercup. And that's the way I think it should be. And I think it should be chemistry because I think it should be following your heart. Not leading with your head, but with your heart. That's what should be speaking the loudest. So, um, because like even with me, it's so funny, but then people would say it's actually right. When people first meet me, like I've had several people on here, like Audra, I think is one of them. When Audra first met me and got to know me, she would have sworn I was an Aries, you know, but I'm thinking she thought an Aries sun. She's right. I'm an Aries, but not an Aries sun. I'm an Aries rising. But does it fit with her, you know, seeing the Aries side of me at first? Yeah, because that's usually what most people will get from me at first. So that part of it's right. Me, you know, the way I am with people, um, the way I connect with people, you know, going between the Pisces and the Taurus, yeah, it's pretty accurate, I'll say, in that way. There you go, Buttercup. That's right, honey. Shelby, and it gets too complicated with that. Good evening, Diana. How you doing, sweetheart? Thank you, honey. You too, Diana. Oh, well, thank you, healing heart. I appreciate that, sweetheart. But that's just how I perceive it. Like, you know, I always tell y'all, I'm a hopeless romantic, which that's a Pisces for you. Very much a hopeless romantic Pisces, but even a Taurus can be that way. So I'm very much a Pisces, very much a mermaid. Really, Shelby, that's interesting. Never heard of it, honey. I've heard of being like, I've heard of being shown like where you should be based on your birth chart. Like, someone did it for me. Um, I know there was something about Hawaii, but then there was some other place. There was like a couple suggestions. But what was funny was I think one of them said like Russia. I'm like, what? Russia? Of all places, why Russia? But based on what they were polling, I guess Russia was one of them. Okay. The Seven of Swords just appeared to you, Gnostic. That's wild, baby. There's your confirmation right there. See, I can't make it up, baby. Correct, Audra. Your rising sign is what people first get from you when they first meet you, until they kind of get to know you. Then they get to know, um, I think between not your rising, your sun and your moon sign. They say the moon sign is more of what people who grow an attachment to you, they build a relationship with you. They get more of that, the moon sign of you. And I think there's some truth to that. But then, I also think part of it's also your sun sign too. Fiona was the one that did yours. Yeah, I remember she was looking up people's that one day. I hear you, Gnostic. I feel you there, baby. They always see that Scorpio tail coming at them. I believe that, Audra. There you go, Bob. And Gnostic, it's always good to understand where your boundaries are, baby, so people don't cross them. That's a good thing to have. Don't lose sight of that. Bob, that's kind of how I feel. I don't have to prove myself to people. You either believe in me and trust me or you don't. Either way, I'll be okay. But that's funny. I think you're being a little sarcastic with that, too. I gotta munch on them pretzels now. Moonchild. See, I've eaten half the bag, Moonchild. So you can't say I'm not eating them. That's true, Bob. I agree with you, honey. You're drinking the same Red Bull, Aaron? Sweet. That one's pretty good. My favorite is strawberry apricot. Yum, Shelby. I haven't had ice cream in a while. The white monster. I don't even know what you're talking about, Aaron. That's true, Eternal. Some people do push their boundaries, push their luck. Aaron, what does the white monster taste like? Because I used to drink Monster many, many years ago. But I can't remember the reason why I stopped drinking it, but I did. And I started drinking Red Bull. And ever since I started drinking Red Bull, I can't drink a regular Monster anymore. But I haven't tried any of their other flavors. Wow, Gnostic. Bob, you can keep them M&Ms, baby. I don't like nuts in my candy, baby. Well, you better make sure you get it, Shelby, before it melts, honey. I mean, Gnostic, what are they going to do, fire you? I mean, that's pretty much what I read. She's going to fire you if you can't um, work the day she has you scheduled for. That's true. It's very true, Bob. And you really don't have to deal with people, except for, you know, the people you work with and your boss. You're normally shielded in the back. Earl Grey tea. Never heard of it, Buttercup. Well, that sounds good, Shelby. I'll have to try it, Aaron. I know there's many energy drinks out there that they've come up with since I started drinking energy drinks. Like, I first started with Monster. And that was like, oh, geez. I mean, 20 years ago, we'll say. 20 years ago, I started drinking Monster. That became my regular drink. And then, a couple of my friends from the pool hall got me drinking Jaeger bombs, which there came the Red Bull. But I didn't start drinking Red Bull by itself right away. It took me some years because I was all about drinking the Monster and I was drinking the regular. They didn't have the flavors of Monster or Red Bull that they have today, obviously. So it was really just the original. And then I don't know why I stopped drinking Monster for a minute, or I wasn't drinking it as much. I can't even tell you why now, but I stopped drinking them, and then I picked it back up, and it was nasty to me. I'm like, ugh, can't drink this. What was I thinking? But I needed my energy drink. So then it's like, well, I know Red Bull's good because, you know, I drink it with, you know, Jaeger. So got me a can of Red Bull. It's like, yeah, that tastes so much better. And that's where I got my addiction back from it. Oh, really? I'll have to keep that in mind. I've never had it, so I don't even know. Hi, Patrick. Ben Gravy, how you doing? Well, Eternal, you still gotta put your boundaries up, baby. Strengthen your boundaries so people don't cross them. All right, Gnostic. Well, sweet dreams to you, baby. Good night. Hi, Matthew. Yeah, someone mentioned the Celsius. They told me to try it, and I still haven't tried it yet. But the gray tea, I'll have to keep that in mind. No energy drink for you, Audra or Bob. You been there, Aaron? You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, it was nasty. It's like blue. Yeah, some people do, Shelby. I don't, but I know some do. But I love coffee too. I just don't drink it hardly because I like extra strong coffee. And I'm not going to no Starbucks, spending all that money on Starbucks. No, thank you. What's nasty, Eternal? Oh, wow, Audra. Why don't y'all like Starbucks? Oh, you're saying the Celsius drinks are nasty? Hmm. Mm. Yeah, I can imagine so, Bob. Well, Turtle, knowing the fact that you like the tropical flavor Red Bull, and yeah, it's all right. I can live without it though, because I'm not a big citrus person. Does it taste citrusy? I guess maybe it don't. That's why you don't like it. I don't know. I have to try it though. Just say that I've tried it. Oh, Aaron, some people are just raised that way. Yeah, I mean, Starbucks is good once in a great while. I don't need it every day or weekly or monthly. It's too expensive for me for coffee. Hmm. I'll have to go through and try that one day, Buttercup. See, the only thing I've ever gotten from Starbucks is their frappes. So they have the caramel, and that's the one I always get. Hmm. Well, you know, Shelby, I don't believe coffee gives me that much caffeine either, but that's interesting. Until Swan. I don't even know what you're talking about, Aaron. Hi, Alejandro. Pretzels, baby. I was just munching. They're, sour cream and onion flavored pretzels. Oh, well, that would make sense, Shelby. Because of that, I get it. Yes, I am, Alejandro. Thank you for asking, baby. I hope you are too. I got a new toy, baby. Oh, these pretzels are addicting. I don't know what Moonchild was thinking, sending me all these different flavored pretzels. They're good. And I got some Ruffles sour cream and onion, or cheddar and sour cream, and my beef jerky. Oh, I have no idea who you're talking about, Aaron. I'd have to look them up, sweetheart. Oh, Moonchild, I do, sweetheart. If they had all been just salts, I probably wouldn't have liked them as much. I mean, I don't mind salt pretzels, but I need flavor, so. But them chips, though, oh yeah, those are good. And the chocolate pretzels are good. And yes, the apple bread is delicious, too. You sent me all that fattening. Yes, Alejandro. Yes, baby, I got new toys. I got a couple new decks and new toys. And they just don't sound right when I say new toys. Oh my goodness gracious. Yeah, baby. I have tarot dice. So if you think of like the cards in tarot, I got dice that have the little pictures on them. And then I even have a dice here that has yes and no questions, or not questions, answers. So yeah, I got some dice. Well, at least I wasn't the only one that first thought that. It's like, this just don't sound right. I mean, leave it to me, though, because my parents, you know, the way they were. Leave it to me. Bob, I hope everything is okay with you, baby. That's not good if the wind's picking up. Don't need you blowing and going anywhere. Yeah, you think that's cool, Alejandro? I thought it was, baby. I had to have them, so. I even have one that has the zodiac signs on it, too. Well, at least I know I'm not the only one. Because mine tends to, too. So I do understand. Let's see. That's funny, though. You think of a car when I say new toy? Well, I mean, I would think of a car, too, or a boat, or a motorcycle. I mean, yes, there is that, but usually it goes to something, you know, that's, you know, for adults only, we'll say. That's my parents' influence on me, I guess. I don't even know who that is. Moonchild, did you get my email, beautiful? Well, that's a good toy. Is that right, Alejandro? Are you one of the reasons why that kinky card comes up when I pull out that one deck? I know, Teddy's blushing. Oh, yeah, they're called boyfriends. You're right, Catherine. There are those, yeah. And there's other ones, too. Oh, goodness gracious. You don't know what I'm talking about, Alejandro? Oh, yeah, you're usually not here at the start of the stream. Let's see, what deck is it in? The one that says kinky on it. I'll find it. I mean, well, you know, leave it to me and, you know, this just don't look right either. And that's all I'm going to say. That's just me. Okay, honey. I think it's this one. I think, but watch, I'll be wrong. It's the other one. Yes, Alejandro. There you go, Buttercup. I mean, exactly. See? Just saying. It ain't just me that looks at it that way, because I looked at it, I'm like, oh, no. Aw. Well, that makes me feel good, Aaron. I appreciate that, honey. I'm glad my energy speaks to you. That tells me that you were meant to find me, honey. That's probably not in here. Yeah, it's in the other one. Let's see. I think it's in here. Yeah. Well, let's see. People want to know what I got, of course. This one, Alejandro. It says, kinky ways, fantasies and fetishes, sexually open, looking to explore. This card. So if I pull this card out now, I know it's going to be because of you, baby. Oh, that's cool, Shelby. Well, hi to your aunt. Oh, you're not that kinky, oh, is that right, Alejandro? Well, you know, baby. Just saying. Yeah. Yeah, we know what you're all about, Alejandro. That's funny. Hmm. Dang, honey. I'm gonna find me something else to munch on. I mean, well, I don't know, Shelby. Alejandro. It's gonna be one of those nights, baby. You know, it's, oh, Lord. I swear I looked at this one card and I could have sworn it said kinky when it says snarky. But for whatever reason, because we're over here talking about this, what was sticking out in my head was kinky. You missed a lot, Judith. What do you mean, what'd you miss? You missed a lot. Welcome back, honey. Yeah, whatever, Bob. In your dreams. I mean, I showed you one of my dice, right? The dice that I have that has all the tarot images on it. That's what I'm using tonight. That's interesting. Oh my goodness. I mean, I might as well just show it to you because it's Alejandro's fault. Let's see. Well, there's that one, but I gotta get the other one. I'm playing with you, Alejandro. You know I'm teasing you. Where did the one go that we were talking about? Every single time I see it, though, it's like, I can't even look at this picture. Like, I can't believe they were that detailed with that card. That's all I'm going to say. Let's see. We're having a hot and bothered conversation, apparently. Diane, how you doing, beautiful? I got a new toy, Diane. I meant to share it with you. Yeah. Where did that card go? Did you take my card, Alejandro? Where'd it go? And it doesn't need batteries. That's true. It don't need batteries. A private woman's night when we can talk about those things. Oh, Lord. Yeah, I can just imagine what the lady was talking about. I'll just listen. I'll be the referee. I'm sorry, honey. Well, I mean, we were talking about this one, Judith. This card right here. Like, I can't look at this card. It's like, it's too detailed. And we'll just leave it at that. There's that one, but then the one that I was talking about was this one. We were talking about this card too. Somehow Alejandro's name got pulled into it. Oh, whatever. Too young to be corrupted. Wait a minute, Bob. Aren't you the one corrupting us, baby? And Diane, you want to see my toy? It doesn't sound right. I should say my new tool, but even that doesn't sound right. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, Diane. I messed it up for you. I mean, when you see the word lust above it, I mean, how else are you supposed to look at it? I mean, and I didn't even have to see that word. And I'm just looking, I'm like, what? No. I got tarot dice. It has all the major arcana on the dice. And then, well, and this one's the elements, the minor arcana, but these two are the major arcana. And then here's the number one. And then I got a zodiac one that has all 12 zodiacs. And then I got one that has yes and no questions. So it's like yes, no, and then, you know, little answers to either yes or no. So I thought these were cool. So that's why I came on tonight. Plus I missed y'all to play and roll my dice, do mini readings, see how everybody would like them. And I got a short oracle deck too, so I'm still going to do Rebel Night tomorrow night, but tonight I thought I'd do this. Yeah, I had to play with my new toys, Alejandro. And it was just too boring to play with them by myself, you know. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh Lord. As I'm rolling them, yep. See, I got something that can keep my hands busy. Gotta keep the hands busy too. Debs, I can see you, honey. Yeah, you wish, Bob. You need to disinfect your brain. I'm sorry, Diane. That would be cool, Audra. Well, I got dice right here. So, I got other dice, too. Oh, yeah, Audra, because you didn't see this. I got a dice tower, too. And it got, you know, I just got one dice here. But isn't it pretty? The dice are pretty. So, here's my dice tower that I was going to use with it. Yep, it is. Hi, Lisa. How you doing, sweetheart? Oh, well, that's so sweet of Shelby to talk about me and my channel and the community we have. Oh, that's beautiful to hear. Thank you, Shelby. And I'm happy you came by, Miss Lisa, to say hi and hang out with us. Welcome, honey. You know, we talk about a little bit of everything. I mean, I read tarot and I got a new toy, so. So tonight I'm doing mini readings using dice. Instead of cards, I got dice. I have the emblems on the dice for the majors and the minors. Well, that's the minor, and here's the major. And you even got one that has numbers. Thank you. I'm having fun with them. I just got them yesterday. I got to play around with them a little bit last night with a friend of mine to see how they work, so. Okay, Erin. Sounds good, honey. They're made out of wood. So, I thought they were cool. That's something different. I know, right, Buttercup? That didn't sound right either, did it? Yes, we're talking about dice, nothing else. I mean, you know, I'd have to do a stream one night where I would have to restrict it, make it adults only, and we could probably broaden some of the cards then. That's all I'll say about that. Yeah, it's made of wood too. Right, Shelby? The biggest dice you've ever seen? Wood hard material. Oh my goodness. Oh Lord. Here it comes. Hi, Soul. Right. Oh, I know, Debs. But you see, that applies to the ones that's, you know, not memberships. But the memberships, that's part of it. So they can't restrict it that way. Then, because if you do a membership stream, it's only for people who pay for a membership, and that's it. So it is right. What you're saying is correct, but unless you start a membership, which I'm working on, so. Oh, Lord. Thank you, Frankie. Devs, the way it's probably looking, it'll probably be like $10 a month. That'll be the lowest tier. Starting off. Don't hold me to it, but that's what it's looking like. And it'll come with some perks. Oh my goodness, Shelby. Y'all are crazy. Well, of course, Alejandro. No, beautiful. It's probably gonna be about $10 a month. That's the starting tier. But I'm not gonna have it here on YouTube. It's gonna be somewhere else. But if I take my streams to where it's memberships only, where most of my streams are, you won't be able to watch my stream unless you have that membership. Oh, oh my goodness. Yeah, maybe so too, Buttercup. Oh my goodness. Come with all kinds of different toys. Yeah, knowing I got other toys that I hadn't shown y'all yet. Lord. Mm. You're so funny, Buttercup. Oh, I'm sure it is, Buttercup. Y'all gonna have to wait, though. I can't give all my secrets away just yet. I got more coming. Oh, Lord. Apple wood or cherry wood for smoking. Y'all are terrible. I can make some jokes out of that. Oh, I bet you would, Judith. We're not talking about, toys that include batteries, right? Oh, Lord. Y'all keep on having that conversation. And I'm going to run to the ladies' room. That Red Bull's going right through me. As I sit here and take another sip of it. All right. You want to know.